Tennessee is on track to elect its first ever female governor this fall. CBS News projects Senator Marsha Blackburn wins the Republican primary and Councilwoman Jerry Greed wins the Democratic primary. And meanwhile, CBS News projects two-term Representative Andy Ogles lost the primary for his House seat despite securing the endorsement from President Trump. And in a test of the state's newly configured 9th congressional district, CBS News projects Democrat and state representative Justin Pearson will face Republican Brent Taylor in the general election. So to talk about all things politics is our politics wonk. Our political director, Fin Gómez, joins us now. So, Fin, what were your takeaways from these results in Tennessee?
My first takeaway is I like you calling me a policy wonk. Thank you very much. Politics wonk, yeah, nice. No, I think as you mentioned, I think the biggest upset of the night was Andy Ogles. He's the incumbent losing in his House primary despite President Trump and Speaker Johnson endorsing him. They even held tele-rallies, Adriana, and he's been one of the most outspoken and controversial conservatives in the House. He's known for his inflammatory comments. He said at one point that gay people have no place in America, for example. He walked that back. But overall, this continues to be what I've seen. It's becoming one of the most anti-incumbent primary cycles in recent history. As long as I've been doing this, we've now seen a remarkable amount of sitting members of the House and Senate lose their renomination bids this cycle. Really, an exorbitant amount. And there continues to be a collective anti-incumbent, anti-establishment fury and fervor, frankly, that's directed at both sides of the aisle. And I think that's why you're seeing that play out. And I think that we're going to continue to see this play out in the remaining cycle and throughout until the November election. We are just 88 days away, Adriana, from that big election.
And Finney, as you know, we still have several primaries left. Will the results of Michigan impact the next round?
Look, I think what we saw in Michigan, I think, primary voters are thirsty for change, frankly, for outsider candidates with an insurgent vibe, willing to break up the status quo with their electoral hammer. We saw that play out in Michigan with progressive Abdul El-Sayed, but we've also seen it on the Republican side, on the conservative side. Next week, there are key primary elections in Wisconsin, where Democratic Socialist candidate Francesca Hong has been leading in the polls there, despite some pretty controversial takes over the years, including a 2020 social media post where she proposed canceling Thanksgiving. She has since walked that back. But there's also a big Senate primary in neighboring Minnesota, where you're again seeing a progressive pitted against a moderate, Penny Flanagan versus Angie Craig, which is emblematic of the fight we've been seeing play out all cycle long. Also, there's a big special Senate primary in South Carolina, which is also a early presidential primary state, where Darlene Graham, the sister of Lindsey Graham, is facing Ralph Norman, Russell Fry, and some others trying to fill that spot after Senator Graham passed away. But you are seeing, I think, that same anti-incumbent, anti-establishment fervor could be a major factor in all these races next week.
All right, Fin Gómez, our politics wonk.
Yeah, our politics wonk.
Like that. I'm going to make T-shirts.
Our politics hermano.
Hermano.
Oh, nice. Hermano, let's go.
Let's go.